Good afternoon. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Rodney Gaines.
Hey, good afternoon.
All right, Rodney Gaines.
James Roach.
Have a seat. All right. Roach and Mr. Christo. All right, so we're here for the second interview for the help desk position. So we'll start with you, Mr. Roach. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is James Roach. I have my A+ certification. I'm good at troubleshooting hardware and software. I have a little familiarity with Remedy. We did a super survey at the whole project. Did over this weekend, and we got a little more familiar with SharePoint.
Okay. All right, and Ms. Christo, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Like I said before, my name is RJ Christo. I'm currently in the DC Youth Tech program. I just recently obtained my A+ certification, and I'm currently working with iLab Barton Security Services, and I have a good amount of customer service, and that's basically what I do at work all day. I'm basically dealing with different people all day long.
Okay. All right, great. So, Ms. Christo, you mentioned your A+ certification. Tell me a little bit more about your training in IT.
Well, I'm familiar with a lot of hardware and software things. I'm a little familiar with SharePoint. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs to it, but I know enough about it. Like, I can explain to someone else what it is. That's it.
Okay. And Mr. Roach, how about you, your IT training?
Well, my IT training I have, I'm good with Microsoft Office. I use it a lot at home, and I had taught at Fightback for the DC Youth Summer Program, and I was teaching elders how to use that, so I'm real familiar with that. I also have a little bit of hardware and software troubleshooting from a little hands-on experience I got while I was obtaining my A+, and some of the training I do myself at home. So I got some more home experience, like going around in my neighborhood, helping out people who need help with the internet, setting up the internet, or just need to ask a question about the computer I'm there for.
Okay. Very good. Mr. Rhodes, give me some detailed information about your work experience in the IT field.
Okay. Well, I don't have a real deep work experience in the IT field. Like I said, I just recently got my A+, but most of the training comes from hands-on work that I've done by myself at home. I have a lot of customer service side to it too, and that's I was working with mobile fingerprinting service. I go around the fingerprint in the DC area, so I have to deal with customers of a different race or who's not real familiar with our language, so I have to help them spell words out. I gotta keep explaining to them how to do this and that over, but I still have to be patient with them because they don't understand, and that's my job to help them out.
Okay. All right. Ms. Christo, same question for you. You can give me some detailed information about your work experience in the IT field.
Well, like I said before, I have a lot of customer service experience, even though I've been working in my job for 2 years now. And yeah, I recently got my A+ certification. Most of my training came from the school that I went to and me self-teaching myself as well.
Okay. All right. Great. Now, I believe we have a great company here, but I want to ask you, why do you want to work here?
I want to work here because I believe that I can bring a lot to the table. I feel as though if you don't hire me, that you will be missing out on something.
Okay. All right, great. And Mr. Rhodes, same question for you. Why do you want to work here?
I would love to work here because I have experience in working with, through Department of Employment Services. Like I said, I did summer job program, and then helped me apply. And I feel that this company would be a great step into getting my foot and starting off my IT career.
Okay. And Mr. Roach, we definitely think of ourselves as a team working together towards a common goal. So how do you feel about working in a team environment?
I love working in a team environment I love to help people, bounce ideas off each other. I also can work independent by myself if I need to.
Okay. And Ms. Christo, same question for you. How do you feel about working in a team environment?
I think working in a team environment is great because if you don't know something, someone else might know it, or if someone doesn't know something, you might know it. You all can just work together and just getting the job done.
Okay. All right, great. Ms. Christo, let me ask you, what experience do you have with showing people how to use a new operating system?
Um, I don't think I really.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Roach? Any experience showing people how to use a new operating system?
I have experience where I worked at Bite Back. I was teaching elders how to use it. Back then it was Microsoft Vista they had. So I was teaching them how to use that, the basic, open the browser, in that browser, search for files, create emails, and I also have experience at home teaching my mother and my brothers. I just recently upgraded my computer to Windows 7, so they wasn't real familiar with how to use it, so I had to go walk them through step by step how to use it.
Okay. All right. Good. Mr. Roach, let me ask you, have you ever worked in an environment where you dealt with confidential information?
Yes, MOV fingerprint service, like I said before. Now filling out the fingerprint card, they got to put their social security number, their date of birth, name, and also they had to put their passport information. So I know how it feels to work in the environment where I work with confidential information.
Okay. And Ms. Christo, how about you? Have you been in a work environment dealing with confidential information?
Yes, I do now because right now, even though I'm a security guard, I work with lawyers and attorneys, so we have access to a lot of the attorney's personal information.
Okay. All right, great. Ms. Christo, describe to me what a top-notch customer service experience with you would be like.
Okay, well, that would be like you seeing me coming to work, not on time, but before the time that I should be there. Well, it's on time, but you understand what I'm saying. A person who do whatever's asked and more, not just doing what I'm supposed to do, but doing more than what I'm supposed to be doing. A person that you will have to tell one or two times to do something, like I'll just do it. Like as soon as you tell me, I get it done right away.
Okay, all right. And Mr. Roach, same question for you. Top-notch customer service experience with you, what would it be like?
It would be fun and a learning experience when top-notch customer service with me because, like I said, I'll walk you through it. I'm patient. I know a lot of people don't understand how to do things. I mean, not do things, but have difficulty using new technology and might not feel comfortable around with it. So I know how to walk them through step by step to make them feel like, wow, next time I can get this and do it myself.
Okay, all right. Mr. Roach, tell me about a time when you had to deal with a hostile customer or caller, and how did you handle the issue, and is there anything you would have done differently?
The time I had to deal with an outright caller and customers back when we were working with fingerprint service, I went on assignment to a building and the person was in the meeting. He wanted me to wait, and I explained it to him that I got other appointments to go to, so he can allow him, like, I'm gonna call your supervisor and everything. So he went in back. I called my supervisor and explained the situation to him, and explained the situation and let him know, say, can I call into the next appointment? I'm gonna be a little bit late so I can deal with this customer, so I can calm him down and do my job for him or the service for him so he can feel happy and it's like, okay, they're making accommodations for me and knowing their situation so next time he can use us again.
Okay, all right. And Ms. Christo, same question. Tell me about a time you had to deal with a hostile customer or caller, and how did you handle the issue, and is there anything you would have done differently?
Well, it wasn't a caller. It was actually a face-to-face This lady had walked into my office. Well, she walked into the lobby and she wanted to see one of the lawyers, but she didn't have an appointment. And in order to see a lawyer, you got to have an appointment. And she was upset because she drove all the way from New York and she didn't know. So I was trying to like calm her down and stuff, but she just didn't want to hear anything that I was saying. And I just told her that if she didn't leave, I was just gonna have to call the police because it was to the point where like she was saying stuff like she was gonna hit me or something like that, and yeah, so she finally just gave in and left. And no, I don't think I would have handled it differently.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the last question I have for you guys. Okay. How would you prioritize these three situations from most important to least important, and why? So the first one is the CEO can't print a document. The second one is no one in the company can access the internet. And the third one is video conference equipment in a conference room is not working. So again, prioritize that from the most important to the least important, and then tell me why. So we'll start with Ms. Christo, your answer.
Okay, the most important one is the CEO can't print a document. I mean, he's like the biggest person in the company, and if he needs to print a document, he needs to print a document, and somebody needs to go handle that right away. And the second one is no one in the company can access the internet. And I'm quite sure a lot of people really need stuff that they should be working on. So if nobody can access the internet, that would be an issue too. And then the video conference equipment in the conference room is not working is my last one because I'm quite sure they have more than one conference room, and they might not be having a conference right at that moment. So that can wait. That could be the last one.
Okay. Okay, good answer. Mr. Roach, how about you? Most important to least important?
I would choose most important, no one in the company can access the internet because most people might be doing most of their work on the internet, and if nobody can access the internet to do work, that slow down productivity, so and the company might lose money from that. Then the next, I would say the CEO can't print a document because the CEO can't print a document. Third, the video conference equipment in the room is not working. I say the CEO second because he might need that document before he can he might need that document to send off right there, or he might need to fax that document off. It might be something really important dealing with the company or dealing with his employees. And the video conference last because, as she said, it could be more. It's most likely probably more than one conference room, or there's not a real need because no conferences might not going on right then and there.
Okay, all right, very good. Well, those are the only questions I have for you guys. So, start with you, Mr. Roach. Do you have any questions for me?
Sure. Can you tell me about the team I will be working with?
Okay. In our IT department, there are 23 individuals right now, 7 of them on the help desk. And so it's a versatile group. You have some that are fairly new to IT and some that have been around for a number of years, but they definitely work well together, support each other. So it's a well-oiled machine over there.
And one more. What have you enjoyed most working here?
I think the biggest thing is, we have over 500 employees, but again, within our organization, everyone really works together for the common good. And so you don't see that a lot of times. You kind of have, people doing their own thing, but we really do come together. And again, being overcharged of human resources, I interact with everybody. So I do see a lot of teamwork throughout the whole organization.
Thank you.
And Ms. Christo, any questions?
I want to have one question, and that is, do you offer continual education or professional training?
Yes, we offer both. Sometimes we have We may even have training in-house, have presenters come in and work with, especially with our IT group, because there are a lot of new advances and new software and things like this. So we'll have folks come in. But we do offer you the opportunity to see training on your own. If there's something you're interested in, it could be approved, and we will also reimburse you for the training as well. So, yeah, we're definitely all about personal development and growing and continuing your education.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. All right, guys, it was a pleasure meeting you all.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice meeting you.